Hey, Crown Content Publications followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Happy Thursday, September 22nd to you all out there. It is another uh, business day, and I thought this would be a great day. If you're my follower, viewer, supporter on social media too, y'all saw I tried to get on here this morning. Welcome to the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel. I tried to get on here this morning because some of y'all might be new viewers today or new subscribers later. And I am Arthur podcaster Tetta Sherry. And I like to get on here. I talk, we have different discussion talks on our live streams here. And I like doing those actually because people can actually tap in with their opinions or advice or commentaries and things like that too, depending on what the topic is. But something like today, if you saw that thumbnail, don't forget to hit that like button to support me too, guys. I'm not going to share too many, but it opens the door for me to have that conversation again with, what we do on our channel and what we do with our small business with our mission to try to keep the power of business networking alive anyway. So that doesn't just mean we only support, independent authors. If I happen to meet an author, get the opportunity to interview one on the show, and they had experience, they went through a publishing company or what, we don't discriminate. You don't have to be an entrepreneur or independent author, but for sure, that is who we target. That's who we've been having on our shows. We have a separate podcast show, guys, Spreaker.com. I'm finna share the link really quick. /show/5379253. Y'all can rewrite it, catch it, but I'm finna put it in the comments real quick. I hope you guys can hear me okay out there too. No. Sorry about that, guys. As y'all see, YouTube has not just been the friendliest to me today. It's not really YouTube, it's my technology and software over here really been cutting up. So I had to take the time. Like I was saying, some of y'all were probably on here this morning and I was on for like 12 seconds and the whole stream just shut down out of nowhere. And it's not because I don't know how to work the stream. We got past that part. Sometimes technology can be a blessing or pain in the butt some days because you got to know what you're doing too to get your stuff back booted right and in order to, do your streams and everything. So we were talking about the power of business networking, how, really just not one business makes it without ever having to connect with another business somewhere or network somewhere. Every pretty much person with entrepreneur experience or to have started a business or they took over a business or even worked for a business kind of knows this. People use different companies for their products sometimes, or they have different vendors, or they have different connections, right? Because we all probably need something a little different to help us what with our whatever path we're going with, right? Your career goals, your vision, whatever you're trying to put together. And it's not always about money. Have y'all ever thought about that? Yeah, it's not always about money because there's always going to be like a growth process with anything you do. Some people are just born like the way they are, but like natural talent and all of that. But most of the time, on average, we have to grow. We have to learn, uh, what it is we really want. Learn about their business, learn about the area expertise you want to, if you're passionate about something, you're going to do that anyway, right? So, anyways, I just thought it would be a good discussion topic, real quick. Not only to discuss remote jobs with you guys, real quick, but also talk remote work, like it says down there in the comments, and how it compares to on site positions for different individuals. But there are just, there's different companies hiring. That's why I said the word on site and remote, and why we're going to be talking about that, or why I choose to get on here at least once a month. And, if I've seeing companies or whatever, and they're hiring remotely, why not share them? Because, somebody you can't work 10, 12 jobs at one time. Maybe some people do. Remotely, no. You're gonna have to put hours, you see, just like on-site positions. We all know that. Now, some people work 2, 3 jobs on-site. I didn't say it was impossible to work multiple from home, but nobody can work that many. So why not share the resources of other things, that I see could help other people. So I was trying to get on here this morning. It was just software. We was on here, y'all, about 7 a.m. Mountain Time, really earlier, 6 a.m. Mountain Time. But we do apologize from the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel. And we thank you for your support along the way, our faithful followers, viewers, and supporters, because we still have a lot of work to do. Like, it's a lot of things we're not even sharing on this channel yet that we want to do, uh because we already started like the podcast side of it and our topics, but we have other things we can see us doing with this, especially with us supporting writers and authors and poets, um artists altogether, but especially if they're writers of some sort. So we like to try to support them and interview them and promote them and maybe give them opportunities to market their books. And that's what you call keeping the power of business networking alive. And that's why we in Crown Content Publications again does thank all of those who have supported us and networked with us this far. It is September 2022, guys. Can y'all believe it? It's already pretty much fall, 2022 almost gone. Regardless, though, people have bills to pay, they have financial or income goals, they have, things they're trying to do. Especially during times like these, it's cool to want to get by and survive in life, but why not, know your options and see what it is you really want, especially in a year like 2022. I was telling somebody earlier, it's just my opinion that what better time to reflect when you've just the past 2 years seen death all around you, see different viruses, things you never seen, wars. What different time, what better time in life to reflect in a year like 2022 about, what is it that, who am I? What is it that I really want? So I'm gonna get to the point here, y'all, because I said I was gonna get on here and talk remote positions real quick with you guys, and then just kind of open that door of invitation if you would like to contact Crown Content Publications anytime and get more information about referrals and resources. Because when we say that about those consultations, I don't think people understand that, we understand totally that people have to, you know, take steps. What did I call them? Not milestones, but like, it's a growth process, and there might be other areas because we all coming from different places with what we're trying to do. But yeah, this is what entrepreneurs do after, they try to support one another and right help another business somehow. So I mean, because training and bartering is real too, but most of the time we all get paid, but why not get paid to do what you love to do? And I understand we can support one another doing that. So you might have to work 2 jobs for 6 months, or 3 jobs for 2 years. Like, people have been in different situations for what they want in life, but it doesn't always have to resort to the things that it's been resorting to out here in society to me lately. Like, we can all easily see that, yeah, like crime percentages have increased and things like that, right? Since the rise of the pandemic, the after effect, and even before then. But I'm just saying, even more so lately, like, just seeing like people more snappy these days, on the edge, ready to, just be violent. You see it on social media, people record it. I mean, it's all around us, right? People quick to snap, go off. Like, some people, they do. They live their lives and thrive like they was already like that, like ready to pop off or whatever at any time. And then some people, it could be a temper, attitude adjustment problem, whatever. Uh some people, it is actually, actually letting so much build up for so long. Ain't that crazy? Just trying to be, because that's not good either. I'm just looking at the reasons why crime and violence and more, just people on snappy edge. It seems to be not just in 2022, but we can definitely talk about it in 2022. Um, I don't think it's because people, because a lot of people are struggling, financially because things did inflate. Percentages increased everywhere, right? Stock markets go up and down. Different things was happening with people jobs. So, um, we know that that's kind of like past time, if you want to call it that. But still, you got people out here still trying to bounce back or getting themselves into new situations, or and whatever it is. So you still want to be at least in the best position that you could be, right? In times and days like this, I understand that. Um, Even thinking for the long run, like if my business for some reason, because there's been whole natural disasters. Today's date, if anybody don't know, marks September 22, 2022. But it's just been different things going on around the world when it comes to natural disasters, weather, climate, and all of that. That can also affect people's businesses. I know I don't have to explain why I choose to get on here and do these type of segments when it comes to entrepreneurship, even authorship for sure, because we support writers, but any individual too, right? People could have been in school. They got different reasons why they might want to work remotely. But anyways, you can learn more about us and what we do and how we try to help independent entrepreneurs and authors at www.contentcrownpublications.com. Let me put that link up there for y'all. Uh, there's that website for you guys where you can find out how you can contact me or email us, our team. Uh, and also, you can reserve a slot to become a guest on our show. Like I said, we do our promotionals and marketing for independent entrepreneurs and everything too. And we also have a separate podcast show. Uh, but yeah, that website is just got a variety of information, right? You can know before you even contact me, like, oh, okay, I see how they helping people, or I see what she's doing, or I see what her team got going. Maybe they can't help me on this side of business, or we network right here, we promote, we get that all the time. So that's cool, and that's what we love. Because we know that people have businesses sometimes, or they students, or they doing different things. But yeah, it's like they call stepping stones. People are coming from different places, right? But what I'm trying to do is somehow promote more, like, hey, y'all, let's get on this. Because like I just said, crime and all that has been going up. Now, I didn't say the reason I brought that up. Are people feeling more frustrated through the inflation or their finances, income? Yeah, they are. I feel like that plays a part in a lot of the on edgeness in people lately. Not just saying money, period, but see, it's even if we getting the money, we got to have a certain type of head, y'all. It take maturity out here now. We talking about 2022. So people might have different reasons why they have to switch a way they get the income, or just reminding you guys out there again, for real, it don't matter how old you are. If you thought about, you went within, you thought about yourself, you think you found your purpose, you think you know it. There's online college, there's colleges out here. This is 2022. You could do your schoolwork from your phone, of course, a tablet. It depends on which school in school for it, but yeah, like most classes these days, actually, certifications, license. If you just were to research it, and we're just talking about keeping the power of business networking alive again. We want to be able to remind people these options are out here for people before they feel like frustrated, overwhelmed, like, oh, I'm just out of there, I'm stuck out, and these everything that's going on in 2022, because people do have different situations right now, guys. Whether we want to see it or not. The majority, I must say, probably everybody's lives have been affected some way, and yes, probably financial income, or it's going to take them a while. What I bring up as an example, the natural disasters in the month of September 2022 around the world, natural disasters, hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, right? Lightning strike accidents. Seriously, y'all don't read articles and pay attention like you're supposed to. But these natural disasters could be another thing that just affects a family, or snowstorm, whatever it was. You should get to know your peers, but have y'all talked to people that's actually went through real natural disaster situations and had to start over? Though these things, climate change and all of that is happening in 2022, it's people that's already have experienced this before, right? They went through it before, but when you already had inflation and you're trying to bounce back from that and bounce, and make more to keep up with this and that, I can see where people get frustrated and all, but still, it's unfortunate because it leads to what? Crime and violence, like outside of the natural disasters. That's just humans and being them. So I think it pays us a lot to know us and know where we're trying to go and know what we're gonna need, know where we can save money to get there. Cause who wouldn't want to do that? I mean, I'm not gonna say put the less money in. Y'all might not understand investments. I'm not even gonna try to get on that right now, because we're talking about just remote work and how it does pay, for some people, and not just income wise. Like it gets them as a stepping stone to the very next. Right. Even if this is second, third job, you work on site, one on site, another. You know what I mean? Remotely, another. Right, from home or just on the weekends, or however you want to do it. But you don't know about your options and how they would go unless you finally do it. This is why, boom, right here, I'm putting it on the screen. Yes, when it comes to CV, resumes, professional portfolios, whether it's digital or tangible, you would like to work with us. Like, yeah, can you help me? You say you got these content services with resumes or portfolios or my bio summary right here on my website. I could use a writer, or I could use one of the writers on your team, Miss Whitney, to help me retwig it. I have been wanting to add some things or revamp it, or maybe you have ideas, Miss Whitney. That's how that could look. You simply learn more about the services we offer, because that would fall under our category of just, kind of like business services, and they are limited because we're mostly helping people to get those book published, and we're helping writers, right? Like I say, we're finding our ways too to play our part and also promote entrepreneurs and business owners, through our podcast or through our YouTube channel. That's just something we were interested in doing, and I'm glad I put my foot to the metal about it. One second, guys. Right, because there's a quote I used to love, or I still do, but I used to think about a lot. It say, "Be the change that you want to see." Sometimes, y'all know I will get on my inspirational and motivational kick speeches on here too, because that's a part of remaining healthy in business as well. How you gonna be a healthy business owner? Everybody want to be a boss, a business owner. How you gonna be healthy, treat your customers right, do what you need to do, keep a clear head if you always on edge, you know, just because of what's going on around you. So I try to keep us all motivated, courage out here, not just on YouTube, but in real life. More so even through my own life, for sure. Tell people, calm down, keep living your life as much as you can. What do you want right now? If any better time to strive for it, why not now? So you can say you tried, or people saw you, your last days, you were striving for that. See, something like that. But it's not about people. I'm just saying, look at it that way. Um, you can learn more about our services when it comes to those just content management, because some people they're interested in it for their YouTube channels. Even they want somebody to write the script, or it could be, y'all know it's levels to this. It could be the script, it could be content on somebody's social media, it could be for a article, it could be for a book, right? It's the work that you are willing to put in. Writers know already. Freelance writers, how y'all doing out there? I'm Arthur podcaster, Miss Whitney. And I actually, if you follow the Crown Publishing content uh Facebook page, you can go find us. Um Today I was sharing, I was actually gonna be on here live, and I hate that my equipment was acting like that this morning, but I got back on here this afternoon and I shared it again, so it's kind of last minute. I understand if people don't see this one till later, but I'm glad we got to put this one out there because these might be jobs that later on is not hiring you, don't jump on them, but it just still puts you in that mind frame. Is this an option? Is this a direction I want to go? Because one thing about a goal or a vision, guys, it's not gonna just boom. What steps are you taking to, right? I want to help other people. Definitely remain aware of that, right? So I wish I had. I'm not even being funny. One viewer right now to let me know, just confirm y'all can hear me too. Because I'm about to actually talk about, and I am all the links I talk about today and companies. I'll go ahead and leave a link um, where you can apply, but I'm gonna try to share enough information right here on the screen for you guys to where you can go straight. So this website right here, I'm gonna post in the comments. Thank you guys for your support. Hit that like button. I'll be forgetting to tell y'all to do that. Hit that like button to show your support. It is totally free, and you get to learn more about us all in one, setting. I'm getting into these comments right here. Hey, love Zay 45 Black. I always appreciate you guys' support for sure, for sure. Just tap in. I'll be talking about so much different stuff. It's crazy, but I appreciate you guys' support because we still be on our business kick and trying to help people with resources, referrals, you know, lead them in the right direction when it comes to if it's something they truly want. Because I have this passion to see people thrive over choosing violence, crime, because that stuff is happening. Not only is it happening all around us, it's just at a high rate. And it made me dig deeper and wonder, like, why is people so different? If they're not arguing about politics, they arguing about religion. They're not arguing about religion. Everybody just, to me, it's down. It come down to like, is everybody even where they want to be at? Are they strong? Did they try? Because it's not too late. You still here. You know how many people left here in the past 2 years? This year. So boom, I'm gonna share this one website right here, y'all. It's gonna be on the screen. Keep up with me. And this position right here, I'm gonna talk about first. This position I'm gonna talk about first is a communication specialist. With a company by the name of Edward Jones. Okay, put that. Let's do something positive with our time. We ain't gotta be out here beefing. Uh, no, we should be trying to support each other as much as we can, and it doesn't always have to be financially, because everybody probably ain't there yet, where they can just do that anyway. But you can in other ways, right? You have a business, you hiring somebody, or you letting them work with you 2 days a week, or giving them something to do. However, you can positively impact their life today, type stuff. I'm still seeing stories on social media. I get proud of mankind sometimes because ladies still out here, paying for people grocery, the person behind them, or paying for their food in the drive-through in times like these. Ain't that? It seems so little, but yep, that's the Arthur in me. It's like that is so amazing. Those kind acts still happen, and my kind act. I want to talk about these communication specialists. Y'all see that on the. I'm gonna put it up here. What I put in the comments first is this website here. If you go there right now, even while I'm on the chat, I don't know how y'all want to do it, but if you go there, I believe that's exactly how you spell it. They're like their own platform. I know we know all these mainstream ones like Monster, Indeed, just kind of putting people mind in a certain place about things, like think about your options and stuff, and giving this little information. And we can help you with those. Like I just had it up here. If it's that you don't feel like you had the credentials for a job, or you need to get a training skill somewhere, you need the resources that can help you pay for it because you are ready to go. Like why not? You need more income these days. Things going up. I get it, right? Just a small way we can help keeping the power of business networking alive. Y'all see it on the screen. Thank you for your support. Hit that like button. So, let me go back. I guess the way you pronounce it, EvisoJobs.com. Y'all see it. Like I say, I was trying to describe it's not LinkedIn or Indeed, but they're definitely going to have those remote positions, those filters where you can put where you are. Because as y'all know, some companies, it's a big deal if you are reside in a state where they're hiring remotely. In some states, they're not so, they're going to hire you from wherever you are if you have the skills, if you willing, work the schedule, whatever it is. So just reminding people that you can go there. But a lot of these I found was on there. So, anyways, Edward Jones is hiring communication specialists remotely, and I believe there was another one that you can just kind of apply for. It's going to tell you more information when you go to the link I shared right here at the bottom of the screen. Communication specialist. So even like I said, if you don't have certain skills or you don't have the equipment to do, because a lot of companies will send you the equipment type stuff. So that's pretty cool. You never know though to you. And if not, there are resources out here for people that are serious about their business that's, might be trying to elevate their skills and just get a certification because, you know, um, there's options out there. So boom, I put that on there. Another company by the name of Elastic is something because they're gonna have a search bar. I told y'all about the filters where you can type in where you reside, but they're gonna have a search bar where you can like type in a certain company or type in a certain company position, and it'll pop right up for you. And it's kind of like good if you tune in here because I can tell you, hey, look this up, or you might find other stuff, right? Dispatching jobs and I'm saying y'all, or this stuff you can do from home. Okay. So Elastic, if you can communicate and right, you gotta have good communication skills and customer service skills. I don't think I have to tell anybody out there that might be listening today that. But admin assistant, a lot of you guys have clerical experience. You know what I mean? Even if it was at an on-site position, or it could have been years ago, long before the pandemic, right? You always want to remember your skills, each and every one of them are of value, right? I'm just trying to inspire, motivate somebody out there today. Your skills is might not be tangible cash at any moment until you make it that, right? And a lot of us probably have more positive and skills and potential than we think and we know. So I just want to kind of put that out there to help somebody today. So that company name is Elastic. It's at the bottom of the screen, and they're hiring for admin assistants, right? This is that website again. I was finding those leads. Hope y'all see it at the bottom. Maybe if I check it enough, it'd be like, hey, be a sponsor. You already be sharing job because these employers really do be looking to hire. And I know how it go. They might have a contract with the uh, with the company that's or with the servicer that's letting them share them on their website and things like that. So you never know. But that's their website at the bottom again, guys. All right. The next company I have on my list here that you can put in the search bar when you do go to physojobs.com, which is down there at the bottom for anybody that need to see it or the screen, is Liberty Mutual. Okay. Y'all know who that is. So pretty much they're hiring, communication specialists, claims specialists, right? If you have insurance background, you know, uh, financial, I can't, my words is not coming out, you know, experience, financial admin experience, I guess is the right word to say, this might be a good position, right? I want you guys to go look at the page, you guys to go search the search bar. I'm taking the time out just to put the information out there. Um, Boom, and you never know what all they need from home either. If you also check with your because some people have, you can talk to them, they're out there, they've worked for their local cities before, they work for their local states. Everybody's goals and things are different, right? Did I mention that at the beginning of the segment? So, let's keep that in mind. So we talked about Edward Jones and Liberty Mutual. I don't know why I'm putting these type of, because like I say, regardless of the company, um, they need, different people in different areas, and it could possibly consist of you working remotely. So you'll see what I'm talking about when y'all go to their website. And with anything you apply for, just want to remind people, uh, these are going to matter. Those resumes, those professional portfolios that experience those skills. Uh, even if you're entry level, right? You got a lot of people that are open that door for you just entry level. Like, you got to start somewhere. We see you trying to, right? You at that level, because most people above entry level remember their entry level days. So, like I said, it's that work you willing to put in. Uh, we can help you get that resume where it needs to be. Um, because sometimes that's a whole barrier for people. We know workforces out there are existent here, in our country anyway, in most states, and they are centers that try to help people with that. But we want people to know, there's resources out here, us too, right? We're a content management service anyway. People might contact us to ghostwrite or content management and things like that on their websites or whatever, and scripts or whatever it is. We get different type of requests too. So the only way you can find out and know if we can help you, your business, or you as an author, or you as just a independent go-getter, like, hey, yeah, I do need to kind of work on the side remotely sometimes, or everybody's specifications are different. I need to be able to you know do a job I can do from my phone, maybe because I travel a lot, or um, I have my laptop with me, like something that's acceptable. Or does it, if it has to be a headset set, I have to kind of be more on site at home, actual, or in the office type setup from home. Uh, people have to know that so they can try to help you find the best position for you with where you're coming from, or with the goals that you are willing to obtain, uh, to be able to get certain positions, right? A lot of people think, oh, I gotta have a degree, I gotta already be on this level to make a certain type of money. It's not like that. I don't know. Maybe somebody need to hear it today. You don't have to be at a certain type of level all the time. If people see you already, and then some companies is already out here paying for people to go to school. I'm just putting it on people mind, reminder. They already that's what the company do, right? Tuition reimbursement. We know. I can give examples like FedEx, UPS, the post office, most local, uh post offices and things like that. They're gonna pay for you to go back. Those truck driving schools and things like that, I think y'all already know. But this segment right here is about specifically remote positions, right? Amazon, I know y'all know y'all can just go there to the website, scroll to the bottom of the page, down to careers, right? Type in remote positions. I just want to throw that out there again when it comes to Amazon, because apparently they are hiring for different positions as well. When it comes to customer service, business developers, content man, you never know what a company is doing. That's what I'm telling y'all, especially you writers. But we do our separate segments about writing opportunities, right? Writing jobs, companies looking for content writers and things like that, because there's all type of different writers. So definitely feel free to go back through some of our most previous videos, where we have done those type of segments as well. They weren't live, but I was more giving the information in videos, when it came to getting a person head right, when it comes to, okay, I can how much money do I really want to make? I mean, I say I'm a writer, I got these skills. Am I just an author type writer? Am I, what type of writer am I? What do I like to write about? How flexible am I as a writer, as a quote unquote independent freelance writer? You guys know how this go. But we do those separate. You know what I mean? A writer could still listen to a segment like this, right? a writer has to make money too, right? Even as they're getting books done or whatever, because they might be an independent freelance author. So I can understand that. But Amazon.com, you scroll down to the bottom of that website, go down to careers and have fun in that search area, but make sure you type in that word remote, right? Some of y'all might think this just basic, this ain't helping nobody. Like, no, people really now they instead of having to go ask somebody what can they go do to get on remote or what their options are, will the company send them, what they gotta have, what all processes they're gonna have to go through, and different companies are, how can I say this? Some are very um they can be very versatile. Just remember those golden words. It's about the work that you're willing to put in. Okay. That's why I had kind of already brought that up. Hey, we're Crown Content Publications. And when it comes to those resumes and professional portfolios, right? And professional bios, you never know what you might need. Synopsis, when it comes to authors, you need something just like the back of your book, right? What the back of it might say, even if you're a children's author, right? Or if it's a novel, something like what's on the back of that book. Don't y'all know if somebody has to write that, it might just be a paragraph, but it needs to be enough information to make the reader want to even read that book, right? The title and the back, like what is this? Do I get a summary with it? Okay. So there's different reasons why people might hire a writer. I just want writers that might be listening to keep that in mind as well. Or if you feel like you're the type of person, well, I never knew if I was a writer, but am I the type of person that has the patience to sit there and be a writer? Because you might love writing so much, you're writing for companies, you're writing for other people, however they go. It's keeping you guys definitely motivated when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate the support again, guys. If you don't end up getting to this till later, because a lot of you guys are at work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I get it. Happy Thursday anyway from the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel, September 22nd, 2022. And that was just my whole mission today. Let's talk remote work and how it compares to on-site positions. It says available in September 2022, but in general, really, there's no comparison. A job is a job, right? But I was making a point with that. How does it compare? Some people's lives are different, right? Jenny might have to work one on-site position and she loves her job there and the money she makes, but she also likes to work remotely in the summers because she goes to the Bahamas every year. Y'all get where I'm coming? What do you want out of life? And then if you just want to work remotely because that's easier for your family and is what you, that is an option. Work is work. Just reminding somebody that might need to hear it out here today. Boom. Our last one we were talking about was Amazon.com and them hire for different positions, right? Companies like Xbox be hiring every day. Like, I just want to open our people's minds up, keep them open, because there's always another way than buy. Like, you can be so busy trying to go another direction in life, you really don't even have time for that in crime, violence, and what's all going on around the world, right? And just, I'm not saying not be sensitive to it, because we're all a part of it, especially if we're alive and well and here right now. We all play a part in just what society even is, whether we want to think about that or not. Let me get back to, uh, yeah, so whether we want to think about that or not, that's what that is. Farmy web jobs. Put that. That's just another one of those sites, right? I told y'all a lot of them are not always mainstream for whatever reason, like Monster and Indeed and LinkedIn and stuff like that, where you can just directly apply for positions. But they are job-based sites, right? I am putting it on here for you. Farmy Web, and I believe you guys with backgrounds and uh, medical insurance and doing that type of work, even if it was on site, this qualifies you. Like if you just wanted to switch that up because you needed to, and find work when it comes to like insurance, clerical, customer service, but specifically in the medical field. Uh, this website, Farmy, sorry y'all, I spelled it wrong. It's not Farmy. Let me take that off of it. It's not Pharma, it's Farmy. Sorry, let me put it on here right on the screen for you guys. Yeah, because I spelled it wrong. Boom. Happy Thursday to you guys again from the Crown Content Publications family. So yeah, Farmy Web, Farmy with the I, dot jobs. Just stuff sometimes we don't know is out here. When it comes to you having experience in the medical field, when it comes to admin, clerical, and this is not just for women. I hope y'all know, like many men work from home right now. But that's just one of those facts. So on that platform, Farming Web Jobs, I just saw there was lots of data management, data entry, data lead positions. Data management lead or um, data entry specialist. I don't know if I said that, but they're hiring for those type of positions for people that might be interested in it. I don't know why Amazon popped up on my list again, but yeah, don't forget about them and all the remote positions. And like I said, it had just made me think Xbox, Microsoft. If I'm gonna talk about Amazon, different companies, Best Buy, Walmart. I think is one is actually on my list, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Walmart guys. They have what you'll call global specialists, sometimes customer service reps. Cause see, Walmart has like credit, right? They got credit they offer people now. They got all type of different categories of what they do, and it's like they need people to answer phones, and not just at Walmart stores. Maybe even those text bot things, the people that respond, although you wouldn't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Walmart up here again too. Now some of these companies they have their it's the same stuff. Like some may require you to get vaccinated, and even from home. It's something to talk about for remote workers and whether companies they worked for actually required this. But anyways, I'm just making you guys aware some remote position it don't get you out of it because you start working from home straight up. Um, some will require you to go that direction. But anyways, Walmart.com is just like Amazon when you can scroll to the bottom and go to their careers tab, like I was explaining earlier, and make sure you're typing in remote jobs, right? And that's when you'll find out what I was talking about when it comes to Walmart. Aldi, Aldi is another one. So now I got to put them up here on the screen. Just keep it on you guys' mind if that's the direction you're trying to go. Aldi, and it's just simply Aldi.com, right? You're gonna scroll down to the bottom. They're gonna have a careers tab, as most companies do. They have opportunities all the time to hire, but that's not what this segment is about. We're talking remote positions. Aldi.com. Business owners might have to still work for a company. We all know that while they grow their business. Sometimes to grow their business for whatever reason. It's not our business, but we understand. Um, Aldi.com is hiring IT support specialists, and they have other positions when it comes to remote work because in different states, Aldi might do more than others, or they might be bigger chains. So they need these specialists for any reason when it comes to remote work. Um, I'm going back. I already put that out there when it came to the content writing jobs for Amazon again, for anybody that might be interested, which led us to talking about Xbox, Microsoft. You always want to go to those guys' website, go to careers. Like, why miss out on these opportunities? I mean, now we know people been quitting Google, getting fired. That's why I didn't mention them, but they were another big one. Google employed lots of people remotely at one point, even recently, right? It's not my business to kind of report that right now, but it was articles everywhere about it. They laid a lot of people off. They might be going more towards the direction of technology, robot. We don't know what's going on. But Google was another one. But I'm not going to shy anybody away from Google either. They are still hiring remotely. Remember what I said. If you heard it from this channel, though, some do still require you to get vaccinated. It's just a real conversation, right? You're getting that money from home and you're traveling, even some of y'all to get the money remotely. But yeah, you have to get that whole vaccination. Or maybe I should have somebody on the show because people don't believe me. Yeah, to work from home, to get that equipment even sent to you, whatever the deal was. This is just a fact that some companies will require that. It's not we're not just talking background checks, making sure that that CV resume or professional profile and all of that is good to get the job. It's also a requirement sometimes, and sometimes now you'll become a priority, somebody they'll actually even look at because not everybody even willing to get that. I hate to talk like that because I may or may not support those, right? But we talking about remote jobs on this segment today. Working from home might seem to be the life for some people, but you don't know who had to go get vaccinated just to work for their company. Straight up. We know dispatchers are always still going to be needed. I'm just, like I said, here to open everybody' mind back up, get our minds on other stuff too. What better time not to go after what is, yep, they're going to keep inflating. Things are like it is. Don't let me convince you. But yeah, get your money. A man told me earlier, I'm just out in public. I'm like this for real. I talk to people and it's like, hey man, I think I want to go back for my CDL. He looked way older than me actually, but people be going through different stuff and I didn't you don't know what I do in secret on YouTube. Man, whatever you feel like you should do with your life, right? What better time? Yeah, I was a complete stranger, but that was my advice to him, you know. Um, because yeah, it's the truth. People gave up hope in a way. In their own way, because of how much turmoil was going on out here and just the after effects. That's what I like to call them, the after effects. We're not saying some argue the pandemic here, some won't. We're talking about how it has affected not just the economy, people, and yeah, crime going up for some reason. People frustrated, they stressed. I'm not saying money fix everything or because to me, they have always said, I'm not the first person to say that. You feel more purposeful. You more happy anyway in life when you are doing what it is you really want. To. You put your mind to it. You know that this is what make you happy. You're not just going to pay the bills no more. So we can understand that at Crown Content Publication. But these are always important, and that's why I keep putting it on the screen. Those resumes, especially when you trying to get in that virtual world with work, or you know what I'm saying, remote world with work. It's going to be important. They are most times willing to train you, but also we just want to see what you would been willing to do recently to even get these type of positions and what you have done in the past. Maybe you have experience, maybe you have skills, maybe you don't. Um, MedCost LLC is a company that is hiring remotely as well. I think you can be kind of anywhere for this one too. Let me put it up here. There another one y'all can find at that. Hold on, because I don't want to take y'all too fast. MedCost is the name of this business here or this company. And of course, as I've been reminding you guys, you would go to this platform for that, more information about that one. In that search bar, put those filters in. Where you at, which city, make sure your information is together, your email, your not just a resume. Let's talk about when you even filling that application out. Can they actually contact you? You putting your foot to the pedal, like you're gonna go after, you're gonna pursue these things because this is what you want. You want to work from home. Um, have you researched it? Are you willing to ask them questions? Because they're definitely gonna be looking at that on the application, and sometimes they will call you back, and you just kind of want to be prepared. If you know that this is the direction you want to go. I know I don't probably have to explain it to nobody, even as a second job, third job, right? It's right from home, especially if you have children. So we understand that, but they're hiring, and I thought I would share this one because customer service reps is where a lot of people started even before promotions when it came to other positions remotely for companies where they could just travel or work from home. Um, Customer service reps is like the most, I ain't gonna say most entry level basic job you can do from home, but and that could consist of you either texting, responding to emails, answering phones as well. Um, Maybe even doing other tasks that are required, when you work there, but just knowing how to kind of work that technology, that software, and you good. And once again, I'm not the type to just talk about the positions. I'm telling you that online, from something like your phone, something you're on social media on every day anyway, you can actually receive certain licenses, certifications. It's not a degree, but go ahead and pursue yourself in that way. That way, you're like, yeah, by this time next year, I do. I'm gonna be working two jobs from home for whatever reason, because this is better for me than on-site work. Um, Once you know something like that, you know the direction, or you're gonna know if you have the skills or what you need in place, and if you don't, I wouldn't let that stop me. There are organizations out here that help you get those skills, those certifications and license, and they will actually pay for it, right? Something as simple as a cake decorating class might be $265. We live in a different time where somebody with the skills already, you might want to go get an official just certification in that. You probably didn't even know that existed. You get your food handlers, all of that, of course, because you might want to do a business out of it later. But you would get that, like, hey, I took a cake, a certified cake decorating class, right? Now, when you're trying to work for a big time baker, you know what I'm saying? They see, oh, well, you know what? You've even been pursuing other things to get serious with your work and what you're trying to do. And I do need an assistant. So now you work from home just because you went to a cake baking class. I hope that inspires somebody today. It's just the direction and you knowing where you want to go. As far as is with your, because to me, talent and skill is two different things. maybe maybe you can be so skilled in something from that experience, but somebody else is just more naturally, you see, like fit for their position. That's why they do these interviews. I'm telling you, even if you had a company, you think as an individual today. Thank you guys for tuning into my little podcast here. Don't forget to hit that like button. But you know, they would still sometimes choose the one that you might have felt was more underqualified. Y'all ain't heard these stories already before? The overqualified people, you know what? The skilled, because I said to me there's a difference between skilled and talent, is they at a place where it's like, oh, I got to make this much. That's one thing I know employers or companies or businesses look at. Because that's what's been going on at her too. Well, it was going on before the pandemic. I don't know. They probably a little more, like I said, versatile and understanding with it. Us all had been affected by staff shortage and all that type of stuff. So that's probably different. But there was a time where overqualified people for jobs were saying, "What do I mean by overqualified? Yeah, they got whole degrees. They've been in their profession for 12 years, but for whatever reason, whatever was going on, now you're over quote unquote qualified." And what's over mean? A lot of people just they struggle to get to the level of qualified. You see what I'm saying? That's deep to me too. So the overqualified was kind of going through something, and they were more willing to hire on. I'm not gonna say the underqualified, but people they could just train and start at a certain level of pay, and see them grow with the company, right? To me, as an individual, because I know we have different laws and things out here too when it comes to the workforce and what should and shouldn't be going on. Like people will argue people is not supposed to talk about each other pay at work. Y'all know what I'm talking about and all that stuff. That's another bonus. You work from home. How is you gonna be talking to employees about your pay, right? But those type of conversations even might come up in company or at work where people get, now they like, oh, somebody offended because they've been there 10 years and Jenny just told him she make $5 more and she ain't been there but a year, right? We've heard these stories. What it is, once upon a time, it's like people would tell you like, oh, your skills are I said it earlier, like your skills are value, but it's more value to me when you, well, number one, when you know the value of those skills. That's the best way I can put it. Like Jenny could tell you the value of your skills, Jack could, but what do you say the value of your skills are, right? This is really how companies will look at not just at your resumes, but your work once you even start. There definitely is usually a 90-day probation period. Y'all know what I mean? And it's just interesting because yeah, and we all know we go through that phase. You start a new company, they're gonna watch you for a second because now we want to put the interview to the test. You just told us you had all these skills or where you are trying to go, how this job can help you in life. So we just watching your work with our company. But I feel like if you know the value of your skills, this is why you see a lot of people be like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. Because now I have a value of my skills. I don't want an employer saying, you worth $12 an hour, you worth $18 an hour. Some people don't want a cap on there. And I commend them. We commend you at the Crown Content Publication. That's what we're aspiring people. They call it financial freedom. If you feel like you're in that place and you built it off of your own business, that's why we do those podcasts and live interviews too with people like you. So, because we could use your stories out here, especially still if we still at our stepping stone levels or we're at stepping stones levels and we trying to encourage others, right? That ain't even got the stepping stone level. They don't even see it that way yet. Like that's definitely why we like to talk to independent artists and entrepreneurs. These are people out here building their own what you would call empire or taking it risk to, because everybody know entrepreneurship is a risk, right? I mean, we could look at anything in life as a risk, but go in that direction, people would say so, right? Because of what it takes and you know, what come with it, and people would say it's a risk. So I hope we inspired and motivated people again. I don't know why I still have MedCost up there. To get to information about MedCost LLC and what they're hiring for, that's that platform again. I had shared some other platforms. I don't know if you guys want to go straight to the Liberty Mutual website with that one to their careers link when it comes to their remote positions, or go to this link right here. When it came to that position, their remote positions they're currently hiring for, because some of these are just you can go straight to the company. You know, I want to make it easy for people. This was another platform right here with people for medical assistant, all that type of different background, and just kind of want to go a different direction and help in the field of medicine, but remotely. So that's just something for y'all right there. Another platform I had found, Walmart, you can go to their website, like I mentioned earlier, to their careers section and find remote positions they might be hiring for. And not just in your area, guys. Think globally sometimes. I don't know. Maybe y'all didn't need me to tell you that. Who needs somebody, who's in Australia and need a writer, or because sometimes your what you need is not even. I don't want to go that deep. What you're looking for, the direction you're trying to go with your career, your passion, your work is might be bigger than where you currently are. That's all I'm saying. Aldi was another company hiring remote specialists, customer service specialists. You might want to go to their website, to the careers area. Y'all definitely know. Let me know too in the comments how things go if you happen to see this stream one day and it helped you somewhere. But this was specifically things I found out about for September 2022, like posted within the past 13, 20 days. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. It's crazy. Usually I don't get calls in the middle of streams. Forgive me for that, guys. So I'm gonna let y'all go anyway. This one was supposed to be a long one. I just wanted to share those. Once again, to inspire, or maybe you will go to some of those links, like inspire you guys that you do have people out here that'll help you with your resumes and those resources to get those skills and certifications and licenses you need. Don't ever let like where you at stop. Um, your probability, putting you in the running, putting you in the line of candidates when it comes to certain work for certain pay levels. That's all I'm saying. Just another business segment, and we did them more frequently. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Um, you can go back through those old videos again. Like I was saying, go back 5, 6 months where we just did nothing but straight business, inspirational and business tips and uh, information and resources and referrals for entrepreneurs and authors. Those videos are still up there. I just kind of had moved up to streams now where I go live more often. And we also have our live segments with entrepreneurs and writers specifically, because that's what we love to do at Crown Content Publications. Um, I shared that website. I'm going to share it again. This is where you can learn more about our mission to keep the power of business networking alive, why we are inspired to help authors and entrepreneurs, our services, and how you can book consultations and reservations if you are interested in promotion and marketing of your small business in 2022 on our podcast show. Okay. Um, making sure I'm not forgetting nothing. Don't forget to hit that like button to show y'all support. And until next time.